All right, Gemini 4, the Libra moon. Let's see, what kind of justice are you getting? Or what are you leaving behind? Gemini could be something with this 4 of Wands. Maybe you're clearing up something to do with this. Look, you have this. Oh, okay, the strength. There could have been a tower, and it could have left you in this energy, but you're using your intuition. Okay, I got you, and that's crazy. Okay, we got some cards over here, so we're gonna put this one here. So you got the 4 of Wands, the strength, and then the tower moment. Let's see, what's this 4 of Wands? Holy moly, look. You have the King of Wands with the 6 of Swords. And what flew over here? Temperance. So with this 4 of Wands right here, I feel like in the past, you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Gemini. This person with the tower here could have caused you to move, or a lot of you guys with this healing card, I feel that you try to heal this particular person, but even if it had to do with this 4 of Wands, you could have left the home to go heal. You could have traveled overseas. You have the 6. See, this is somebody you had kids with. These cards are upside down. Whoa. If this person did you dirty, 144 when I said that. You could have had kids with this particular man or female. This is just an energy. But this person, you know, there was something to do with the inner child healing, that you have a mission. This is something you've been working. This is something in the past. And even this, if this was you, if you have fire in your chart, this is you moving forward. And I feel with this 4 of Wands, it's almost like you took off. You went either somewhere to heal, to learn how to heal, to do some kind of training. And it had to do with this inner child healing. And you moving, for some of you guys, if you're not there yet, when you move, it's going to be a healing phase for you. And it's going to bring you, look, memories of childhood. This is awesome. For some of you guys with the 4 of Wands right here, you took the leap of faith and moved to heal. And could have been that you returned back to a home with family, somebody you had a family with. And these are upside down. These are backwards. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. So you have the cup, the Queen of Cup. Man, I can't talk. I got stuck. So for some of you guys, you could have been dealing with some kind of magic. I'm almost stuck right here. But look, there's somebody that's coming into your life. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have it somewhere in your chart, but this is a blessing. Now, with what I just picked up right now, because look, here's the 4 of Swords. Whatever you did, whether you're coming back or in the past, I feel you left to heal something with the family. This is going to bring you a lot of healing, abundance. Because once you healed your inner child, your emotions, forget it. I hear everything you touch like you'll have the Midas touch. And this is something that even if you didn't go out of town or nothing, this took some time. I mean, look, you're on the boat and you look at all these challenges, but you stood, like if these were obstacles in your journey, you didn't back down. You were right there facing it, and you could have been doing it for your family. Of course, who else? Unless you don't have a family, but if you do, look, after this healing, because you got fire here and you have water. Look, good investment. What's this strength? The number 8 could be significant. It's too many. Some of you guys, you could be fierce. Gemini, like the other side of you, you're quick to cut a bitch off. That's what I heard. Okay, so you have the the sword. You want the truth and nothing but the truth. So you could have been dealing with somebody that caused you to go into this healing phase. And this is somebody that you wanted truth. This fell out over here. And look, it was somebody like you felt a particular person. Hopefully this is not yours. But what I'm picking up, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. This could have been somebody, either a friend, somebody close, somebody that was in your home, but it's almost, look, they were taken from you. And with this card right here, the queen, the page, no, this is the Queen of Swords. Like, you want the truth. This felt like this, so you could have been displaying, or you're currently displaying, yes, I love you, pero you're not gonna accept no thief. Look, the queen of fire. So this could have been a fire sign that was holding back, or somebody with fire. And then you have right here the King of Cups, King and Queen. King and Queen. And they could have, this could be 3 people that were coming up against you. This could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And then you have right here fire. This is Leo, Aries, Aquarius, no, Sagittarius. This is Aquarius. So for some of you guys, these people, it's almost like they send in, if these are 2 women, they sent some guy, you might know this person. If this is not your story, this is somebody that you know that it happened to. Something about a home or something, but you don't have no love for this particular person, Gemini. You know the truth. That's why the card fell out like this. I bet, what's the Tower? We'll flip over. Look, there was a decision you had to make, but you're seeing right through it. Look, another card of, see these people? Look, you see the swords? A lot of you guys, God, the universe could have gave you a look. Some of you guys could have told them some things, and they're like you prophesied. If you screw me over, this is gonna happen. Like I'm telling you, they didn't want to believe. And some of you guys, if they cause you this, I don't know, but it came out like this. And the first thing that came to my mind, if you look at those colors, I heard the ditch or the hole they dug for you, like the trap, they're about to fall in it. And you held back. You went within. This is Virgo. You can have Virgo in your chart, but you went within and you didn't make a decision. You saw right through it. For some of you guys, you have to just concentrate. I know, Gemini, your mind can go everywhere, and a lot of people think that you're not gonna find out. But the way when you meditate and you bring that focus, oof, you can see right through. For some of you guys, you're learning your gifts. And you could have told them, look, here's a cherry. This is about to happen fast. For some of you guys, it's been a while. And people think they could get away with it. And I was hearing this, somebody said this quote, God is not blind. God's seen it all. So if they try to betray you, these 2 people, remember, there's one person right here. This person thinks they're going to get away with it. I don't know. For some of you guys, if this was in work, or could be a home, but if this was work related, like I know there's a friend that I know that he was trying to leave everything right, in a business he had set up for his spouse and a sister. Kind of reminds me of mine, but and he had a friend, but he didn't need him anymore. And a lot of you guys, if you have businesses, it's crazy because you'll have friends and they wanna work, and you guys have a big ass heart, and you'll let people work and pay them good. But time was up. For some of you guys, you were ready to go back in the field, is what I'm picking up. With this Magician, it's almost like, and this person, it was fucked up because the way they set them up. Like, imagine, you have your friend and the business, it's yours, but the friend was calling up and like out of the blue when he told, I think that guy was very abusive, alcoholic or something, but when he would get drunk, he'd call him. So he got tired of the bullshit. You know what? Bring the fucking phone and you're fired. And what was crazy, what I'm seeing right here, this energy, this guy, his friend supposedly, and he was helping him. He was homeless and he helped him. Then out of the blue tells him, you ain't shit. You ain't even the boss. You ain't even the owner. And he flipped out. He was like, Infinite, nobody knew. Nobody knew. But me and my wife is what he was saying. How? So the sister and his ex, they were on it. And this guy, so you see 3 people right here. And he has it all on that, text and everything. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys went through that, but you could have had a conspiracy where they tried to frame you to put you in jail, man or woman. But I see more of a man right here. And see, look, you have this magician. You have the page of cups with this 9 of cups right here. So for Gemini, for a lot of you guys, you could be manifesting new love. You could be single right now. And look, this could be you. You don't want somebody to come near you. You don't want the BS no more. Or this could be somebody coming towards you. But I feel like this is you. And they don't know that you have this devil behind you. But again, 12-12, when I said that, if that other person, if this is the friend or something, they could be coming in, to say, hey, you know what, let's squash things. But they don't want you to trust them. For some of you guys, if this is, you were on your healing journey, and that's what you were choosing. You were choosing to heal, to go through the process. Like you went overseas, even though it was hard, and even if you had to leave at home, you had challenges, but you faced them. You faced your challenges. A lot of you guys are truth tellers. You ain't gonna lie. I know you have 2 faces, but you have the loving, the way I see it, the loving and you fuck around and find out. And all of us have that, they could push us. Now, for some of you guys, this could be a Capricorn coming in there wanting to have a new start with you. And you may see this offer, this truth, the way they're holding the knife. You're like, what? But this person could be coming in and say, you know what? I'll be by your side. Whoever fucks with you, fucks with me. So this could be a ride or die coming in. Somebody with Capricorn, or be careful, use your intuition, because this could be somebody with bad intentions. Like I said, it could be this person. Look. But this is a page. This is somebody that's immature, And if you already know and you have a feeling and they already called you that way, I wouldn't trust. Yeah, look. They want to put you in this 10 of swords. Or, well, we saw the 10 of swords, the 10 of wands. But look at this. And like I said, look, Gemini, for some of you guys, you walked away from this love. Whoever you had, if it was a fire sign or an air sign, you walked away. Look, when you walked away, I'm telling you, for a lot of you guys, you went to study something with healing. It could be something else. If it was another relationship, they didn't give you an opportunity. I don't see anything, but let's see, what's the tower? Well, that was the tower, huh? Yeah, walking away. Walking away, and this could have hurt you. And I feel like your person could have been an earth sign or had earth in their chart. This person caused confusion. I'm telling you, there's a 3-party situation right there. And they were holding finances. If you see this earth sign right here, it's almost like there's a phrase. There's a phrase that makes something goes like this, you know. If you really want to know a person, give them power and money and watch how they act. And for some of you guys, this could have been your ex. They caused a conflict, a lot of witchcraft. Look, and it was heartbreak. This is a person you could have had everything with, gave them everything, even if you were walking away. Like I said, like the friend I know, he had it the same way, kind of similar to my work. He had the structures of the business, with his sister and that ex. But the greed is crazy. Pero mira, I'm telling you, I'm living proof. I gave it to God. And I know he's not going to let me down. Because it says, I think Proverbs 6:31, something like that, where they got the thieves, when they get caught, when God exposes them, they're going to have to pay 7 times or more. And in this case right here, even this person and his family, everybody that was involved, sometimes you just got to step back and allow God to do his work and you do the healing. I don't know, for a lot of you guys, yeah. Because you have with this tower moment, and you look, what is it saying right here? The person that's backstabbed me is somebody that I love. For some of you guys, they could have tried to hurt you, and you were in blood or something, trying to put the names or something. But for a lot of you guys, look what it's signifying. I can't believe I got backstabbed by somebody that I love, I protected, all for the money. Look, a coyote and a deer. And you know the truth. Look, again. Look. So let's see, what do we got in love? For some of you guys, you're like, well, that already happened. We don't even want to clarify this one. Oh, you already out of that. That's the 9 of Swords. Wiggle out of there. All right, Gemini. Gemini, when it comes to love, let's see this one right here. This is a new day. The truth and lie detector. Now, I got some of you guys could be in this energy. That could have been happening, or for some of you guys, you're not dealing with that. But if this resonates with you, I am overflowing with love and gratitude. And some of you guys, Geminis, you'd be like, yeah, I went through that and I gave it to God. And you know what? I'm moving forward. Then people look like they're prospering and they think they got away with it. But God has his divine timing. And let me tell you guys, for some of you guys, and this is why because I asked God, why did I have to go through so much pain and suffering? He goes, because one, I know and I knew you were going to overcome it. Second, because I need you to help others. So in other words, I'm a testimony that God is the one that got me through everything. I give him all the glory, everything. So some of you guys, you're going to be so blessed. You're looking at it, oh my God, and I'm going to tell you, it looks ugly. A lot of those people that hurt you, they wouldn't be able to take 10 steps from all the demonic shit that you guys went through. Gemini, no, you should be proud. And if you're going through it, be smiling, yell, I love my spiritual journey. Embrace it. Because look, I am overflowing with love and gratitude. And people could be tripping like, how? You lost this and that. I didn't lose. If God allowed that to happen, it's for a greater purpose. I don't know what he's doing over there. For all you care, like for a lot of you guys, this is what he also said. It doesn't matter. It's none of our business, because he could still be blessing that person. You could still see him thriving. And he might allow that. He has his own reasons. God has his own reasons. And I was like, for real? See, I asked for knowledge, so I had to know. And he goes, look, sometimes, yes, he allows that to happen, but you don't know how much they have to struggle to maintain it. When you were there, it was easily going. It was happy and everything. Now, to maintain that outer appearance, the facade, they're working like 10 times harder. you know, like chasing the pinch, like on a rat wheel. And you don't see that, but you know, you don't think God has a way of giving everybody karma in a different way. So it may seem like they're not getting it. You don't know how much they're struggling. You'll be like, fuck, I didn't know it. And then you have the opportunity to do, follow your passion, to really embrace, like, you're introduced to your purpose, your life purpose, easier, fun, effortlessly coming to you. It's going to be a struggle because you have to practice. You have to get into your divine purpose. And those people, some of them, they might not get it. In your eyes, you might see them and it looks like everything's going good. Trucks breaking down, employees that come and go, you know, jobs that didn't come out right, you know, the food, people that don't like it, restaurant, whatever it may be, but they'll be struggling, ups and downs like this, and they'll wish they never betrayed you. Struggling, you never know. That's what I heard. So whoever needed to hear that, choose to do good, because the devil's counting on you, retaliating, hurting them. And whatever you say, like some of you guys, when God starts to train you or show you how to start talking about your testimony, it's not gossip. It's what you actually went and overcame. Because I had a hard time in the past. You could watch the videos, and I'm like, I ain't trying to get punished God, and he's like, no, gossiping about other people, false accusations, that's different. But when you speak truth, like this person really hurt me this way, and why ain't you doing nothing? Because I choose to allow God to handle the situation. You know, if God opens up the courts and reopens the case, well, that's God handling that. Here comes Jesus, here your attorney, or placing somebody, that's God opening it. You know, so a lot of you guys, look, it says right here, they're deciding between you and another person. Is this competition worth it for you? And some of you guys are like, hell no. Like Gemini, for some of you guys, you could have did wrong, but some of you guys have a person that did it out of spite. And you'll know because they try to put you in jail or they try to unalive you for some of you guys. And you just never said your part. You're allowing God to vindicate you. And for some of you guys, you know, the minute they chose somebody else, they already had monkey branch. They had it planned. And the sorriest thing for some of you guys, you had family that knew everything. Maybe they were trying to teach you a lesson. Maybe they were trying to play God. But I'm going to tell you, they're like this because they're going to get karma, and it's nothing that you're doing. Look, it says right here, they got a long list of criminal offenses. You need to do a full criminal background check. Some of you guys, they chose somebody else, or they're going to be dealing with somebody else that is going to take them to the cleaners or worse. And you could have warned them. For some of you guys, you were their protection. You pulled your energy back. You let everybody know they're on their own. And the wolves come out, baby. That's what I'm hearing. For some of you guys, legal, they're going to have all kinds of legal. Did I not say wolves? It says they are not paying their taxes. They owe thousands of dollars in back taxes. It looks like jail time soon. And this is a person you were trying to help. Some of you guys, they could have even blamed it on you, is what I'm getting. Oh no, Gemini, you know, they ran up and they were with, you know, mishandling the money, this and that. I'll tell you on my testimony, the day that I got divorced, the next day, they froze one of my accounts. And you know what it was? The fucking credit card she ran up. 90,000. I was like, and how could I go back? I already had went court. I wasn't able to get my mail. But you know what? And I say that, I'm just giving you an example what I had to go, and I gave it to God. That was just one. I had others like, and I didn't know about this. This is why I tell you, When you do good in Spanish, el que obra mal, mal le va. If you do good, good things will come to you. Yo, that was a hit. Like hit after, like, man, are you serious? And even then, like I said, I don't have revengeful because I know God is gonna come through. So a lot of you guys, you could be dealing with somebody that they're dealing with, or they're gonna get entangled, or they're gonna get caught, or they're about to get charges, and there's nothing you can do. You know, you told them. It says that promotion they promise you, it ain't happening, bro. So this is a person, like I said, if you're dealing with a company and they're just stringing you along, and you feel it in your gut, if you're trying to get into business with somebody that you already know they have a track record, you better check their who else they've been in business with. I would run a credit report. You don't want to get involved. Don't. A lot of you guys, I feel, Gemini, you're learning to not take responsibility of other people's mistakes, even close family. Like, those are not your burdens. And at one point, you could have been the one helping them out. But the day they got greedy and they did you wrong, God opened your eyes up. If this hasn't happened, open your eyes. Some of you guys, you're dealing with family that are doing witchcraft to manipulate you, to keep you trapped. Man, it took me a while. That's why God removed me from the home. Even though they did the paperwork, in reality, they feel like they took me out, but God allowed it to save me. So I could be living proof to be able to speak my testimony. That wasn't right. Some of you guys are dealing like the whole family teamed up against you, like your own family. It doesn't seem right, you know. And you know, you can have, even if that happened, like, mom, what are you afraid of? Are they blackmailing you or what? So some of you guys, God is telling you to just chill. And this whoever is promising you something, like to go to their business and I'm gonna pay you more and all that, and they're not gonna do it. Especially, you'll know. Some of you guys are secure where you're at. It says they've shown you the recipe, but did you look closely? They are living a double life, and are throwing you off their scent. Like, this is, yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody that just living a double life. Look, you notice that white powder under their nostrils? Well, it ain't sugar. And some of you guys, I know that you could have stole their sugar too. It says they're sleeping with someone else. They aren't working overtime, but they're working for sure. So some of you guys, you already know, and you gave it to God. It says behind closed doors, they are a protective lover and provider. So you got somebody new coming in. And this is where I am able to relax and let go during sex. So you have somebody new. And don't let this other person find out. It says, look, this lover is going to cherish every inch of your sexy body. So Gemini, and you're the lover of the zodiac. Mm-hmm. So some of you guys, you're gonna get somebody new, and you've been doing the inner shadow work and everything, and it's gonna pay off. Some of you guys didn't jump into a new relationship; you actually took the time to heal. And look, it says they understand their boundaries and they respect people's space. This person is gonna be legit. This person is not perfect. They did the inner healing, and maybe you both went through your healing process, and this person is the one. The divine, ask the divine, go to God and see if that's the person for you, because I feel like both of you guys healed your traumas to a certain point, and then both of you guys come together and you build this trust, this love, this union, and it's all going to be a test. Are both of you guys going to start to communicate, to open up? Because some of you guys are still a little, fresh, we're intimidated. Is this person just going to want my cookie and that's it? Or am I just clapping it for no reason? Even though you've been a while and you're like, just one time. Make sure you look, the credit. Some of you guys check, be honest. Hey, I got debt, credit debt here. My person left me like this. Maybe their person did, and both of you guys could team up and chop it up. Or maybe you decide, no, that's not for me. You look good and everything. Maybe you want to give it up the cookies, but think that's gonna be up to you. Go to God, because you could get a soul tie. So I think you guys are gonna be more careful. It says they are realizing your value and they finally know your worth. This could be a passer. It's up to you, Gemini. Their friends are open to getting to know you better. They are hesitant, but are willing to give you a chance. So for some of you guys, if you haven't met their family or anything or friends, they're ready. They heard a lot about you, Gemini. Look, all right, let's get out of here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.